Hi students, this is A. Srinivas, Lecture in Physics, Vignan Junior College. Students, now in this session we are going to discuss JEE Advanced problems. Students, we discuss JEE Advanced problems of recently conducted September 2020 exams. So according to analysis, the problems given in physics paper were difficult. In this JEE main advanced examination, we have 3 sessions. Each section, 6 questions are given. First section consisting of 6 questions, in which one multiple answer is correct. Second section consisting of 6 questions, in which multiple answers are correct, more or one choice is correct. And third section consisting of also having 6 questions, in which numerical questions are given without any negative mark. First 2 sections, in which one answer is correct and multiple answers are correct, possessing negative marks. And third section, which is a numerically correct answer, numerical answer based questions without any option, in that there are no negative marks. So let us move on to the first problem of the section 1, in which only one option is correct. Students, let us come to the first question of JEE Main Advanced Examination 2020 September. A football of radius capital R is kept a hole of radius small r, kept on a hole of radius small r, made on a plank as shown in the diagram, kept horizontally. One end of the plank is now lifted so that it gets tilted, making an angle theta from the initial horizontal position and shown in the figure. Maximum value of theta, so that the football does not start rolling down the plank, satisfies which of the following options. 4 options are given. You are observing the option here. Options are given, as well as diagram is also given in the problem. Here, students, this is a football of radius capital R as shown in the diagram. This is the football of radius capital R, kept on a plank. The plank has a hole. The diameter, this length is 2r. It is also given in the data. This length is 2 small r. Radius of the ball is capital R. And now the one end of the plank, actually the plank is at the lowest position. One end of the plank is lifted. Find the maximum angle theta until there is the tilting of the football around its axis. To keep the football in the rest position without tilt, without rolling, what is the maximum angle theta made by the plank with horizontal? That is the question. Here, the normal reactions exerted by the plank, here there is one normal reaction along this direction. There is another normal reaction along this direction. There are 2 normal reactions acting. Initially, the football weight may be acting like this, vertically downward direction. This is the direction of weight of the football. Here, as long as this weight of the football is below the point of contact, before, this is the position of point of contact. If the weight of the football is passing through this point and it is not passing outside or through the point of contact, the football may remain in equilibrium. Once this line of weight of action of the line of the football starts acting beyond this point of contact, then the torque produced by weight may start tilt the football around the axis of rotation. So to have the tilting action, the condition is the weight must act through this point of contact. So let us draw the same diagram at which the maximum angle theta to have tilting. So we increases the angle theta of the plank so that there is a tilting possible. Here the football is kept like this. Let this be the position of football. Here for this position, if you consider the football here, for this position, the weight of the football must act through this point of contact. That's what I explained. When weight is passing through, the action of weight passing through the point of contact of football and the plank, then the football may starts toppling around the axis of rotation when you consider the football like this. Here, extend this line of plank, and we know that this is small r because this gap is 2r. This is equal to small r and this is capital R. Here we have to find this angle. If this is theta up to which there is no tilting, beyond this angle it starts tilting, and as weight is acting vertically down through this point of contact, this angle must be, because this is 90 degrees here, we say this is also 90 minus theta. This is 90 minus theta means this is also equal to 90 minus theta. This is also equal to 90 minus theta. Here we have 90 degrees angle. Therefore, this angle is also equal to theta. So, in the right angle triangle, here for this theta angle, this is the right angle triangle. In this triangle, consider sin theta. Sin theta is equal to small r divided by capital R. This is the maximum angle up to which there is no tilting. At this position, the component of weight, here mg is acting like this. The component of weight along this line is mg sin theta. The mg sin theta into this perpendicular distance. So mg sin theta into the perpendicular distance is this one. This is equal to square root of capital R square minus small r square. Mg sin theta into this perpendicular distance. Here about this axis of rotation, the perpendicular distance is here. This is also equal to this value, square root of r square minus r square, small r square, balances this opposition torque which try to rotate is balanced by the opposite torque. Opposite torque is produced by this normal reaction. So at this condition, here when you consider the component of weight here, this is mg cos theta. Weight is resolved into two components. This is mg makes theta angle. This is mg cos theta into r. About that point of contact. So mg cos theta, from this axis of rotation, this perpendicular distance r. So until this condition satisfies, it remains in equilibrium. So for maximum angle theta, this is the condition. Mg also cancels on both sides. We get tan theta is equal to small r divided by square root of r square minus small r square. From this also we get sin theta is equal to small r divided by capital R. So either directly by using the first explanation or by second explanation, we proved that sin theta is equal to small r by capital R. Here the first option, in which we are observing sin theta is equal to small r by capital R, is correct. Students, comes to the next problem. Belongs to magnetism chapter. A light disc made up of aluminum, which is a non-magnetic material, is kept horizontally and is free to rotate about its axis as shown in the figure. A strong magnet is held vertically at a point above the disc away from the axis. On revolving the magnet about the axis of the disc will rotates. So a figure is not schematic, and then what happens to the disc? Here, this is the diagram given in the problem. Here we have a light disc made up of aluminum. This is a disc made up of conductor, that is aluminum but non-magnetic material. And there is a magnet, a sharp bar magnet having north pole here and south pole kept parallel to the axis and above the magnet. Now, the magnet starts rotating around this axis as I shown here, magnet starts rotating about that axis. Then what happens to the disk? In what way a disk rotates? Options are, this is a theory based question, conceptual question. Here, when you consider a loop here, we assume a loop on the surface of the disk. Let us assume a loop on surface of the aluminum disk. Now the bar magnet having north and south pole starts rotating. So when you move the magnet in this direction, then you are removing the magnetic lines of forces through the loop. When magnet moves away, as shown in the arrow mark, when suddenly we move the magnet outwards, magnet moves away from this actual position, the magnetic lines of forces passing the loop got decreasing. Magnetic lines of forces passing through the loop got decreasing. As magnetic lines of forces passing through the loop got decreasing, now here in this loop, some induced currents starts moving, opposing the decrease in flux. So this magnetic flux got reducing when we the magnet away from this position. Then this induced charges developed in the loop and starts rotating to reduce the decrease in flux. It opposes the decrease in flux. So according to Lenz's law, this happens. Therefore, this becomes the south pole, and here the charges inside this loop in aluminum surface, on surface of aluminum we consider a loop, the charges starts rotating, induced charges starts rotating in this direction, and so that the top surface of the loop instantaneously becomes a south pole and opposing the motion of the magnet away from it, and this north pole of the magnet attracted by the induced south pole on the surface of aluminum, and these two get attracted. Therefore, as the magnet is moving outwards, disk is also moving, because surface of the disk becomes a south pole and get attracted by the magnet. So as magnet is rotating about the axis of rotation, this aluminum disk also starts rotating along the direction. So B option is correct. Students, in option B, we have such a condition. So it starts rotating in the direction of magnet. It is a theory based question, a conceptual question. The students comes to the next question, belongs to rotatory motion. A small roller of diameter, this is the roller, a small roller of diameter 20 centimeters. Let its radius be, the radius of the roller, let it be capital R. Capital R is equal to 10 centimeters. Radius is 10, diameter is 20. Has an axle of diameter, this is the axle. See the students, look into this one, this is axle. Diameter of the axle is 10 centimeters. So radius of the axle is small r. Small r is equal to 5 centimeters. Radius, this is known as axle. This is the roller. This roller has this axle. The axle radius is 5 centimeters. It is on, this roller is kept on a horizontal floor as shown in the diagram. These diagrams are given in the problem, and they are kept in horizontal floor, and a meter scale is positioned horizontally on its axle with one edge of the scale on the top of the axle. So like this, as shown in the second diagram, here let us assume the one end of the scale is kept over this one. So here is axle with one edge of the scale on top of the axle. See figure on the right here as shown in the diagram. The scale is now pushed slowly on the axle so that it moves without slipping on the axle. So when the scale is moved like this forward direction, the axle moves, and so that the roller is rolling, and the roller starts rolling without slipping after the roller has moved 50 centimeters. When the displacement of roller, given that displacement of roller is 50 centimeters in forward direction, displacement of roller is 50 centimeters in forward direction. The position of the scale with respect to, as diagrams are given, options, A, B, C, D options, there are 4 diagrams were given actually. I didn't draw the diagrams of the options. We get the answer now. And which of the answer is correct? Which of the diagram is correct? We have to draw the correct diagram for it. Let us assume velocity of center of mass. Velocity of center of mass of the roller and axle is v. Let this be moving with velocity v while it is rolling. If it is moving with velocity v and this diameter is equal to this radius is equal to 2r as I explained there. So capital R is equivalent to 2r. Comparing with radius of the axle, this is roller. Compared to radius of the axle, radius of the roller is doubled because capital R is 10 centimeters, twice the radius of the axle. Therefore, angular velocity of the roller v by 2r. Angular velocity omega is v by 2r. In case of pure rolling, the angular velocity is equal to center of mass velocity is v by the radius of the roller is 2r, omega is equal to 2r. Then we find the velocity of axle. This point, topmost point, velocity of the, not center of mass, velocity of the axial point. That means topmost point. Velocity of axial point is, so v dash is equal to, its radius is r, axial radius is r into omega. Both are rotating with same angular velocity. This roller and axle must rotate with same angular velocity. Therefore, the velocity at the edge of the roller is equal to, edge of the axle is equal to, v dash is equal to r is the radius of the axle into angular velocity omega. So v dash is equal to r omega, r into omega is v by 2r. This is a rotatory motion, but in translatory motion there is v. So the velocity at the periphery of the axle is sum of linear velocity gained by the tangentially due to angular velocity plus center of mass velocity. The resultant velocity of the topmost point is tangential velocity plus center of mass velocity, r omega plus v, plus r into omega means v by 2r plus v, r get cancelled, that is equal to 3v by 2. Then displacement of the axle, s dash is equal to v dash into t, displacement is velocity into time, v dash into t. So v dash is equal to 3v by 2 into t. Vt is the, v is the velocity of center of mass. Center of mass travelled by 50 centimeters, it is given in the data. The roller travels linearly 50 centimeters displacement. So Vt is equal to 50. So this is 3 by 2 into 50. 3 by 2 into 50, that is equal to 75 centimeters. So scale travels 75 centimeters, in which the roller travels 50 centimeters. Relatively, scale displaces by 25 centimeters. Therefore, the final position of the scale is considered to be relatively, the scale travels, this is 25 centimeters relatively, because the scale travels 75 and roller travels 50. The relative displacement of the scale with respect to roller is 75 minus 50, so 25 centimeters. If we consider this is a 100 centimeters mark, this must be 75 centimeter mark. This diagram is correct. If you consider this is 100 and it moves forward by 25, hence it becomes 75 centimeters. This diagram which was shown in the options are correct. Options are equipped with diagrams. Now students, let us move on to the next question. Belongs to electromagnetic induction. Here there is a condenser. Here we are observing the condenser. This condenser is charged to Q. Q amount of charge is stored in the condenser. The two ends of the condenser connected to a coil. This is the coil here. Students, you are observing the coil, which having n number of turns. Radius of the coil is r, and this coil is placed in uniform magnetic field of magnetic induction B naught, whose magnetic lines of forces are parallel, horizontal, such that magnetic field is along the face of the coil, like this. If the switch is closed, immediately within short time, if switch is closed, immediately in very short time, the condenser discharges and the charge is flows through the coil. Then find the magnitude of angular momentum gained by the coil. Find the magnitude of angular momentum gained by the coil. Here, to calculate angular momentum, we apply torque is equal to rate of change of angular momentum concept. So first of all, we have to calculate how much torque experienced by the coil in the presence of this magnetic field. We know that tau is equal to magnitude of torque is equal to mb sin theta, where the theta is the angle between magnetic dipole moment of the coil and magnetic field. So when charge is passing through the coil and current may flows like this, then magnetic dipole moment is in outward direction, perpendicular to the plane. The direction of magnetic dipole moment of the coil while current passing through it is perpendicular to its plane. Therefore, m bar and b bar are making 90 degrees angle. Then magnitude of torque is equal to mb sin 90. Theta is 90 degrees between m bar, magnetic dipole moment vector, and magnetic field vector. So here tau is equal to mb sin 90. M value NIA, magnetic moment of the coil, magnetic dipole moment of current carrying coil is NIA. N number of turns, I is the current passing through it, A is the area of cross section. Magnetic field is given by the formula B naught, and sin 90 is 1. And we know that torque is equal to, on left hand side, rate of change of angular momentum. Therefore, we write L2 minus L1 divided by time taken. That is equal to T. Initial angular momentum of the coil is 0. L2 is L. We have to find final angular momentum in magnitude by T is equal to N into I is equal to Q by T. Q is the amount of charge discharges from condenser and passes through the coil. The rate of flow of charge is the current through the coil. Current through the coil is rate of flow of charge. That is exactly equal to rate of flow of discharge from the condenser, Q by T. A is pi r square. R is the radius of the coil. Area is pi r square into B naught. T cancels on both sides in denominators. Therefore, N is equal to NQ pi r square into B naught. So in second option, we have this answer. This is a direct question. We can answer it easily. So students, let us come to the next question. Belongs to wave optics chapter. In JEE main examinations, in one answer correct. A parallel beam of light, here we are observing a parallel beam of light, strikes a piece of transparent glass. Let this be a transparent glass. Parallel beam of light strikes a transparent glass having a cross section. This is the cross section, a different cross section, having a cross section as shown in figure below. Correct shape of the emergent wave. The light passes through the transparent glass of the given cross section and it comes out, emerges. Then what is the shape of the emergent wavefront? The shapes are given in A, B, you got different options, A, B, C, D. These are the four options in which emergent wave shapes are given. Which shape is correct? So that is the question. Here, this is the parallel beam of light incident on this glass at one end. This is plane wavefront. The wavefront is like this is the plane wavefront, and this plane wavefront light is incident on the transparent glass and passes through it. Here, let us consider here one cross section of the wave. Let us consider a cross section along this line of the transparent glass. When the light comes to here, and it emerges out through this glass and comes to air. This is air medium. But still this light at this point continues to be traveling in glass. This light also continues to be traveling in glass. Light in this region as well as in this region continues to be traveling in glass medium, but at the same instant the light which incident at this cross section comes out in air medium. So velocity is still in the velocity of light, but here the light which emerges out at this spot becomes the velocity in air medium. Velocity in air medium definitely more than velocity in glass medium. It travels more length. So in the same time, after if you take some interval of time, in the same time it travels more distance. Light travels more distance because the light is traveling from this, in this region light is traveling in air medium, it travels more distance. Whereas light still continuing in the glass, comparing to this velocity, here velocities are less, so they travels less distance. So this distance is the light traveled in glass medium, and this is the distance traveled in air medium. Moreover, when you draw the normal, this is the tangent and this is the normal. When light at this point emerges out from the glass to air medium, this is the normal line. Glass to air medium, it moves away from normal, so it bends like this. Here also light, here it bends like this. Here when you consider the tangent at this point and normal here, and light comes to here away from normal. So light here travels like this, but light at this point travels like this. You observe. For this shape of cross section of the transparent medium, light converges at this point. For this shape it diverges. For this shape once again it converges. So all these concluded the shape like this. This is the shape. So it travels more distance and it converges like this, travels more distance and it travels less distance. Totally the emergent beam may have shape A, This is the wave optics conceptual problem. Students, the discussion of this JEE Advanced 2020 September problems shows that you must be thorough with concept. Concept is more important, not solving number of numericals is not the criteria here. So when you know the concept of wave optics chapter as well as ray optics, from that we solve this problem. There is no numerical equation here. By knowing the concept, we solve the problem. So students, we continue the discussion of JEE advanced problems in next session. We come to end of the session. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.